After 24 years, a family in North Georgia finally has closure in the murder of a loved one.
Channel 2's Karyn Greer sat down with the family and the sheriff's office, who told her the relentless attitude of the victim's niece helped keep this case alive.
It was that relentless attitude, along with new leads from a DNA lab and law enforcement, dedicated to solving the case.
But he was just quiet. He liked history. He liked to read, just different things like that. He worked hard.
Wanda Keith told me that's what made the way her 56-year-old uncle Herman Wilder died so shocking. Wilder was beaten to death in May of 2001 with a wooden stake in front of his Lumpkin County apartment. He was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta, where he was pronounced dead.
The doctors at Grady came in there and told us the same thing, that was one of the worst beatings they'd ever witnessed.
Sheriff Stacy Gerard remembers the case well.
A lot of the witnesses saw things, but they just could not identify who it was.
A suspect confessed, but it was determined by prosecutors he did not commit the murder. Wanda's daughter, Christy, just 12 years old at the time, was determined to find the killer.
I said, well, the police will do that. She said, no, we're going to find him. So she pretty much started when she was 12 years old, and it never ceased.
The older she got, the more she pushed law enforcement to search for the real killer.
You could tell when she got worked up and when she got finished talking to the sheriff or the Lumpkin County Sheriff's Department. And you could tell when she was really on a, I guess, a hunch looking for stuff. She's very headstrong.
Captain Alan Roach of the Criminal Investigations Division took many of her calls.
Christy's calling us and, you know, where are y'all at with the case? What have you found? You know, she was very persistent.
Sadly, Wilder's niece Christy passed away after a sudden illness before her uncle's murder was solved. Investigators, including Hazley Gibson, did not give up, looking into the case multiple times over the years, hitting dead ends each time.
Then February, I learned that we sent DNA off to Othram, and we had another avenue for the investigation.
Othram, in the Woodlands, Texas, uses forensic genetic genealogy to help police solve cold cases like this one.
They gave us ideas of what family lines to go look for and people to talk to.
Armed with new information, Gibson went door to door gathering DNA samples from people in the community.
So when we would talk to people to get their DNA sample, they were willing to help out.
It worked. In 2023, investigators determined through that DNA that Carol Dean Burrell, who was 41 at the time, committed the murder. Burrell died before police could arrest him. He was known to have delusional and violent tendencies, bringing closure to the family and law enforcement.
I believe that the day that Christy passed away, she got her answer then.
I mean, don't give up hope.
Don't give up hope.
It takes hard work from the family as well as the police department.
It's one of those days that tugs at your heartstrings because you know you've done something for them that nobody else was able to do for the last 24 years.
Carol Dean Burrell is deceased, so he will never face a trial. But authorities say the evidence ties him definitively to the DNA on the murder weapon and on the baseball cap.